Hey, it's a great day. Flew into Tucson yesterday, got an Uber to the hotel, stayed at a hotel in the downtown Tucson area, and now I'm heading to the Amtrak station. It's gonna be great. All checked into the hotel. Now I'm heading up to the Econo Lodge on the other side of town, drop off a box that'll serve as my resupply when I return to the town on Sunday. All good. A thru hiker could easily do a full resupply at the Dollar General and at the Family Dollar, but the traditional grocery store has more options and fresh fruits and vegetables. The liquor store is the only place to buy beer in town, and it closes at 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday. For eating establishments, there's a McDonald's and a quick Mexican food place, which is quite good, and then one traditional restaurant, Cranberries, now Ramona's, which serves American and Mexican, but it is closed on Mondays. So yesterday I dropped my box off at the Econo Lodge. That's where I'll be staying when I come back through Lordsburg. You know, the shuttle drives you down to the southern terminus at the Mexican border, but then the trail goes back 84 miles and walks right through the town of Lordsburg. So I'll be right back here on Sunday and spend the night at the hotel. So I went ahead and dropped a box off there so I don't have to worry about getting too much for resupply as I travel through. And they have no issues, you know, holding boxes or accepting boxes for thru hikers. Definitely the Econo Lodge seems to be the place that most of the thru hikers stay. I mean, there's other hotels like the one I'm in, but for some reason the Econo Lodge seems to be the place that yeah, thru hikers hang out. The whole lobby was full of hikers. Must have been a dozen of them there, all waiting for their rooms to be finished. It seemed you couldn't check in until 3 o'clock. And that would be the one advantage of the Holiday Hotel, the Holiday Motel where I stayed. It's not close to anything, but except for the Amtrak station, it is next to the Amtrak station, so you're getting off, it's right there. And then it is the closest to where the shuttle goes, but it's not that big of a town. But the Holiday Motel did allow me to check in early, so, you know, I didn't have any issues there. And, you know, for a budget motel, the room is all clean, it's taken care of. It's a nice place, again, for a budget motel. But as far as convenience next to the places to eat and the grocery store and and that sort of thing, and just hanging out with the other hikers. Definitely the Kana Lodge or one of the hotels around there is the place to be. So that's what I did yesterday, and then this morning when I woke up, I went and watched the shuttle, you know, as the people were boarding for this morning's. I just wanted to make sure I had the time right and I knew where it was, and I was up anyway, and it's only a few blocks away from my motel, so I went and did that. And now I'm heading to the Hidalgo County Museum, and I'm gonna go check it out to learn a little bit more about the town of Lordsburg and around here, because definitely this town was bigger at some point, more vibrant than it is right now. That's for sure. I think about half the commercial buildings I've seen are empty, and there are a number of restaurants that are just vacant. And so there was a lot more activity at some point in this town than there is now. And I'm kind of curious, you know, what was the industry, and why is it kind of died off? We'll see. Well, it's supposed to be open, but I don't think so. Oh well. Well, the museum didn't work out. It was supposed to be open, but it was closed. It's kind of indicative of the whole town, though. I mean, it's just not much here of what used to be here, you know. So, but hey, I went back to the hotel room, switched clothes, put on my hiking clothes, and now I'm getting rid of all of my travel stuff, travel clothes, accessories like electric toothbrush, that sort of thing. Just gonna ship them home, go to the post office, put them in a box, ship them home, and yeah, then go get something to eat at the Ramona's. I think that's where I'm gonna go. All good. Now for something to eat. Yeah. So this is the obligatory sitting on the hotel bed, talking to the camera sequence. You know, it seems every vlogger, every thru-hiker vlogger, at some point, you know, they're on a 0 day or whatever, but you can see them sitting on their bed and talking to the camera, explaining what's going on. So that's this piece here. I went to Ramona's and had one of the combination plates. It was outstanding, a lot of food. In fact, I brought half of it back to eat later on tonight because I just couldn't finish it. I mean, if I was on the trail already for a couple 100 miles, I wouldn't have any problem eating all the food. But yeah, I needed to bring half of it home. And then I walked by McDonald's, and of course I grabbed a hot fudge sundae because that sounded good. And for $2, I mean, you can't go wrong. And so I grabbed one of those on the way back to the hotel, and now I'm back here. Everything's done. Everything's, you know, set to go. Backpack's packed. It's just a matter of doing the waiting game, chilling out, watching TV, and then catching the shuttle in the morning. So, you know, I got my all-day IPA because it's sometime during the day, and it's a nice big one too. So I'm gonna enjoy that. Gonna watch some TV, just chill out, get up in the morning, and yeah, take the shuttle to the southern terminus. It's happening. All right, heading to the shuttle. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, you literally cross over the side. Yeah, it's always getting it. Next to it, sometimes I won't even go up. I'm like, some guy lives a couple towns away on it, and he's slowly trying to figure
But outside is just like tough to get the visas for me.
Doesn't look like a church, it will. Or talking about rattlesnakes. like watch out around the platforms because sometimes there'll be like little critter holes and the rattlesnakes will go in there and get the critters, or they'll sit up here on the concrete and hang out when it gets really hot out and stuff. Here somebody hits them.
This is the grader that doesn't.
Yeah, that showed up like 11 years ago. But yeah, I think it was either from the beginning. So there's a lot of different stories on how Crazy Cook got his name, but the one that the locals will talk about is based off of this little storyboard here. So basically, I'm just going to read to you real quick. Frank Evans, born June 12, 1865, killed here May 1st, 1907 by Crazy Cook murder in cold blood with an axe, and marked by death, and then the bottom part's broke off, so I don't know what lies it tells on the bottom. So what the locals have told me is back in the early days there used to be a cowboy camp out here, and so you'd always have a camp cook for the cowboy camps and whatnot. And so apparently Mr. Frank Evans decided to start talking trash to the camp cook, so the camp cook smacked him in the head with an axe and killed him.
Picture in Mexico?
Walking to Mexico.